Amnesty International has pledged to ensure that the trial against the jailed Catalan leaders is a fair one. Hello, and welcome to Catalan News. The trial against some 20 politicians and activists involved in the October 2017 independence referendum is expected for early 2019. And some MPs and MEPs from several countries are determined to act as international observers to make sure it has guarantees. But they're not alone. In a letter to jailed leaders Jordi Cuixart and Jordi Sánchez, Amnesty International said it will monitor the hearings so that fair trial guarantees are fulfilled. The NGO insisted that they should be released and has called on Spain's judiciary to drop the rebellion charges against them. According to Amnesty, their pre-trial detention is unjustifiable. The increasing protests and strikes in the public sector this week went down today. This after an agreement between the medical staff's main trade union and the health department. Some 250 doctors and nurses will be hired, and 100 extra million euros will be spent on primary healthcare. Their week-long stoppage has partially been called off, and students and teachers aren't striking anymore either. The Catalan president Quim Torra has called their protests fair and necessary, but blamed Spain's funding system for the lack of resources.
Un 8% estructural de dèficit fiscal, 15.000 milions d'euros que cada any marxen de Catalunya, no és sostenible per qualsevol país.
Torra also announced that he won't take part in the Spanish Constitution's 40th anniversary jubilee next week. He claims the text has become a, quote, prison for freedom of speech and for the ability to decide of the Catalan people. But the leader of the opposition sees other reasons behind this decision.
A mí no me extraña que no quiera ir a un acto de celebración de los derechos y libertades de la Constitución, si ese señor lo que quiere es acabar con nuestros derechos y libertades.
The weather is slowly getting colder, and with the holiday season nearing come countrywide initiatives to help those in need. One just started today, Catalonia's massive food drive, the Gran Recapta.
The 10th edition of the Gran Recapta kicked off today with high hopes to surpass the approximately 5,000 tonnes collected last year, a record amount since the initiative began. And according to volunteer coordinators, this year is already looking good.
Està millor organitzat, quasi diria professionalitzat, malgrat que la majoria són voluntaris, evidentment.
As of now, not only is it possible to donate online, but reusable and recyclable shopping bags have been introduced and distributed to shoppers. This at the hand of volunteers, who are there to inform those who want to help but might not know how.
Doncs aquí, amb una petita ajuda, poden col·laborar amb una miqueta d'aliments, doncs nosaltres podem portar-ho que arribi a més gent possible, no?
There are some 27,500 volunteers gathering food at the 2,500 drop-off points in markets and supermarkets throughout the country. The initiative is organised by the Food Bank of Catalonia, and the food collected will go towards helping the approximately 200,000 socially vulnerable people in Catalonia. The best thing to donate are oil, canned food, milk and cooked legumes, as well as non-perishable basic items like pasta or rice. If you want to help, it's best to act quickly. The event will be over by Sunday.
Meanwhile, the gamer paradise Barcelona Games World is on its second day. This is where to find the most high-tech experiences for users, but if you're at all nostalgic of those consoles from the 80s, this is where you should be.
In terms of human history, 30 years go by in a blink of an eye. But in that time, video games evolved from their 8-bit prehistory to the futuristic virtual reality we see today. And to find out what comes next, don't miss the Barcelona Games World Fair, set to run through the weekend. In its third edition, the event has grown larger and it comes with the heavyweights of the game industry.
Bueno, hemos venido con, creo que son casi 1.300 metros cuadrados, ¿no?, de contenidos de PlayStation. Los hemos separado en diferentes zonas. Hemos traído principalmente las mayores novedades y los productos de más calidad que tenemos ahora mismo en la compañía.
The fair gathers around 200 different firms. But it's not only multinational corporations attending. Just like in many other fields, the digital revolution led to a democratization in the production of games, and companies born in Catalonia didn't miss the opportunity to present their projects on this unique stage.
I hem fet uns controls molt facilets perquè un nen petit li sigui molt fàcil amb 2 botonets poder jugar, però també són mecàniques que escalen molt bé i gent gran també s'ho pot passar molt bé.
More experimental games will also have their place in the fair.
Un videojoc en 3D de plataformes i puzzles basats en l'exploració d'estructures que canvien la gravetat. Aquest és un personatge que acaba de néixer sense veu en un món on hi ha una veu sense cos que t'està esperant i t'està cridant.
The fair will feature e-game competitions for League of Legends fans, Clash Royale or Fortnite, along with professional networking meetings. But even the most forward-looking industries can find themselves hooked on nostalgia. If you miss the lost paradise of arcade games, Retro Barcelona is the place to be for you. At least until the fair comes to an end on Sunday and you find yourself back in the future.
And if you prefer nature, Montserrat is one of the most iconic mountain landscapes here. And now this mystic mountain, which includes a popular monastery, also hosts an unusual exhibit. Montserrat's museum will display some works by Catalan sculptor Salvador Joan Pere. This includes pieces made out of stone from this very mountain. Others revolve around the Italian painter Caravaggio. To wrap it up this week, we're showing you footage from other mountains, considerably higher and so much colder than Montserrat. The Pyrenees have plenty of snow already, and the ski resorts of Aspot and Portaine have kicked off their seasons. So thanks for watching, and see you on Monday.